In the shadowy recesses of Greek mythology, among the Olympian gods who ruled the heavens, seas, and mortal realms, one figure loomed with mystery and reverence: Hades, the god of the underworld. Though often misunderstood and feared, his story is as rich and complex as the dark realm he governs. Hades, the eldest son of the titans Cronus and Rhea, was destined for greatness and tragedy from birth. Alongside his siblings, Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, Hera, and Hestia, Hades was swallowed by his father to prevent a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him. Yet fate intervened when Zeus, the youngest, freed his siblings and led the charge to overthrow Cronus. After the Titans' defeat, the three brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, cast lots to divide the cosmos. Zeus claimed the sky, Poseidon took the sea, and Hades, perhaps by chance or design, inherited the underworld. Though he ruled beneath the earth, his domain was no mere afterthought. It was vast, mysterious, and essential to the balance of the world. Unlike his brothers, Hades chose not to dwell among mortals or in Olympus. Instead, he embraced his role as a ruler of the dead, ensuring the cycle of life and death was maintained. While Zeus relished power and Poseidon sought dominion, Hades' work was quieter yet crucial, guarding the boundary between the living and the dead. The underworld, often called Hades after its ruler, was a labyrinthine expanse of shadow and wonder. Souls of the dead would journey across the river Styx, ferried by the grim Charon, to enter the land of eternal rest or punishment. Hades presided over every corner of this vast domain, from the fields of Asphodel, where ordinary souls wandered, to the blissful Elysium reserved for heroes and the virtuous. At its darkest depths lay Tartarus, a prison for the wicked and the defeated titans. Despite its ominous reputation, the underworld was not a place of torment alone. It was a realm of balance, where justice was meted out according to one's deeds in life. Hades' most famous myth centers on Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Known for his stoic demeanor, Hades was smitten by Persephone's beauty. Determined to make her his queen, he sought Zeus's counsel. With Zeus's reluctant approval, Hades devised a plan. One day, as Persephone wandered a meadow, admiring its blooms, the ground suddenly split open. From the chasm emerged Hades in his black chariot, drawn by coal-black horses. In a moment, he swept Persephone away to the underworld. Demeter's grief was boundless. The earth withered as she searched for her daughter, plunging the world into an endless winter. Desperate to restore balance, Zeus intervened, demanding Hades return Persephone. But Hades was cunning. He offered Persephone a pomegranate, knowing that consuming food from the underworld bound her to it. Persephone ate a few seeds, sealing her fate. A compromise was reached. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades as his queen and the rest with her mother. This arrangement brought the changing seasons, growth in spring and summer, and dormancy in autumn and winter. Though often portrayed as grim and unyielding, Hades was far from malevolent. Unlike his Olympian counterparts, he rarely meddled in mortal affairs. He was just, impartial, and dutiful, ensuring that the dead found their place and the living respected the boundaries of life. His stern reputation stemmed more from fear of death than his own actions. Hades never sought to harm. He merely upheld the natural order. Mortals and gods alike viewed him with a mix of awe and trepidation, acknowledging his power but wary of his realm. The underworld was populated by fascinating figures who assisted Hades in his rule. Cerberus, the three-headed dog, guarded the gates, ensuring that no soul escaped and no living being entered without permission. Thanatos, the personification of death, carried out Hades' will, guiding souls from the mortal realm. The Furies, ancient deities of vengeance, exacted punishment on the wicked, ensuring Hades' realm remained just. Nyx and Hypnos, the primordial gods of night and sleep, were often linked to the underworld, adding layers of mystery to Hades' domain. Hades' marriage to Persephone, though born of abduction, grew into one of respect and partnership. Unlike Zeus, who was notorious for his infidelity, Hades remained loyal to his queen. He valued Persephone as his equal, granting her a voice in ruling the underworld. Together, they embodied the duality of life and death, light and shadow. Hades' name became synonymous with death, casting him in a shadowy light. Yet, he was neither cruel nor vindictive. Myths often exaggerated his stern nature, contrasting him with his more exuberant siblings. While Zeus's affairs caused chaos and Poseidon's temper stirred seas, Hades worked tirelessly in his domain, a quiet figure maintaining order. Even in the rare instances when Hades intervened in mortal affairs, his actions were measured. For instance, when Orpheus sought to retrieve his beloved Eurydice, Hades allowed it on one condition. Orpheus must not look back as he led her from the underworld. Orpheus failed, but Hades' decision showed his capacity for mercy and fairness. Hades' influence extends far beyond mythology. In art, literature, and modern culture, he represents the inevitability of death and the mysteries of the afterlife. Yet, he also embodies justice, balance, and the acceptance of life cycles. Though feared, Hades reminds us of the natural order, where every ending gives rise to a new beginning. His story teaches that darkness is not inherently evil. It is a part of existence, deserving respect and understanding. Hades, the god of the underworld, stands as a testament to the complexity of mythology and the gods who inhabit it. Beneath his stoic exterior lies a figure of profound depth, whose stories continue to resonate, reminding us of the eternal dance between life and death, light and shadow. In Hades' realm, where the living dare not tread, lies not only the end but also the promise of equilibrium, a timeless lesson from the god who watches over all.